Do you know it?
Having any workshop in which theoretical sessions are only there, or only theories are being taught, or only concept and philosophies are being taught, is very easy to be done in online mode. But having any such workshop in which 90% of the sessions are on hands-on, 90% of the sessions are on practicals, 90% of the sessions are basically to develop the capacity of the participants to use the software, is an extremely difficult task. But with the help of all of you, our teachers are trying to make that difficult task easy, and that becomes more difficult when the background of the participants are heterogeneous, when the participants are from different parts of the country, when sometimes the participants are operating the Moodle software in a different operating environment. But nonetheless, we are trying to ensure that despite all diversities, despite all kind of diversities which are on account of operating environment, on account of the participants' background, let's ensure that the learning should occur. That's the purpose. So thank you so much for understanding this. And Dr. Sunil, if you are ready, you may start, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Very good afternoon to all the participants of this 1 week online FDP on Moodle being organized by Bharati Vidyapeeth's Institute of Computer Applications and Management, New Delhi. Participants, I welcome you all in this session on creation of assignments, question banks, quiz, and setting grade books in Moodle. It is a fully hands-on session where we will learn creation of all these activities under the Moodle environment. If you face any problem during the creation of quiz or creation of assignments, question banks, you may please share in chat window. I will try to solve your problems one by one towards the end of this session. So these are the learning objectives of this session. After completing this session, we will be able to set up the gradebook in Moodle, and we will be able to create, publish, and assess an assignment, creation of question bank, creation, publication, and assessment of quiz, and then also we will be able to use a gradebook for display or to display the students' grades and feedback. Moodle's gradebook is a powerful tool for sharing grades and feedback with the students and calculating the final grades. It provides several different options to show for how to calculate and display the student's grade. When we add activities, for example, assignments or quizzes to a course, corresponding grade items are also added. We can also manually, or we can set columns to course gradebook to record extra items such as an offline exam, or midterm exam. Generally, is conducted in all institutes. So we may conduct that exam in offline mode. We may prepare the Excel sheet of marks of grades, and we may upload that grade to the gradebook in Moodle environment. So categories are an excellent way to group related grade items. Suppose in a course we may give 4 assignments, we may create 4 quizzes. So to group related items under a same category, we have the option to create categories in gradebooks. So if we want to use category, it is easiest to create them prior to adding the components in the gradebook. When we have multiple components, multiple activities in the gradebook, Moodle has by default built-in calculation, that is aggregation, to compute the score for the entire course. Suppose you have created 2 assignments, 2 quizzes, one end-term exam, one midterm exam. So Moodle automatically will calculate the grades based upon these 4, 5, 6 number of activities. So this aggregation can be done by default. It is natural, means sum of grades. We may also set the mean of grades. Custom weights can also be assigned to calculate the final grades of the students. Now the grades can be displayed as a numeric score, means in real numbers, in percentage forms, and in letter forms also. So by default, Moodle activities use the grade type of points with the maximum point set at 100. To display the grades in letter form, we can configure the letters. For example, if a student scores 93 to 100 marks out of 100, we may set grade A in letter form. And if suppose a student scores 85 to 92.99, we may set grade B. So these grades can be configured as per our need. After configuring the while creating assignments or quizzes, it is I think important to create to configure the gradebook first. Although the gradebook can be configured later on, but for proper if proper flow, we should first configure the gradebook. So after configuring the gradebook, we may create different activities to assess the students. For example, assignment is one of those activities which can be graded. So assignment, it enables a teacher to assign tasks, collect work, and provide grades and feedback. Now, if we have created an assignment and assigned to the student, so the student can submit his or her response in any digital content, or you can say file such as word processed document. Student can submit his response in spreadsheets, images, audio, video clips, or student may type text directly in the text window. When reviewing the assignment, teacher can grade and leave feedback for the student's submission of assignment. Okay. Then next activity is which we are going to implement today is question bank. So if suppose we want to create a quiz, so there are generally two ways to create a quiz. One way is to directly add questions to the quiz. Another way is to first create a pool of questions. You can see the question bank, and then we may retrieve the questions from that question bank for our quiz. So question bank allow a teacher to create, preview, and edit questions in a database of question category. One of the important use of this question bank is that if suppose we suppose 10-20 numbers of students are appearing in a quiz, and we want for each student there should be a different question in his or her window appear. So for that reason, we have the option here to give a random question. So later we will see how we can give a random question to a quiz, right? So the quiz, it enables a teacher to create quizzes comprising of various types of questions. Moodle support various types of questions. We may give multiple choice questions, we may give matching type questions, we may give short answer, numerical, fill in the blanks. So various types of questions are supported in Moodle for quiz. The teacher can allow the quiz to be attempted multiple times or a single time with questions shuffled. A time limit can also be set in the Moodle environment. For example, for 5 questions, we may set the time of 5 minutes. And each attempt is marked automatically with the extension of essay questions, and grade is recorded in the grade book. So when the student submit a assignment, teacher grades that assignment. When teacher takes a quiz, so their marks are automatically reflected in the grade book. Now, so
Hello, Dr. Sunil.
yes, ma'am, please.
Dr. Sunil.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
I facilitate a course on IELTS. So IELTS questions, one question set has multiple varieties, like it has multiple choice, it has
Okay.
matchmaking, fill in the blank,
Okay.
varieties are
Okay.
there. So can we add all these varieties into one question set format?
Yes, ma'am, we can set.
Like
We generally we create categories for a specific type of questions. For example, we may create a category as multiple choice questions, and under that category we may store multiple choice type of questions. But there is a restriction under the multiple choice questions. We may create fill in the blank questions. We may create true false question. We may create match the
yeah.
following question. Okay, that is
Yeah,
no
yeah.
problem with Moodle. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the workflow we are going to implement in today's session. So first we will configure the gradebook, and in gradebook we will have 3 categories for activities. One is quizzes, and we can set, you can see here, we can set the weights for different components. So out of total 100, the quizzes has been assigned the grade 25. We can set the weight for assignments maybe 1, 2, 3. So the total weight is for this assignments category is 25%, and then we may have exams, for example end term exam or midterm exams. For that reason we may set the weights to 50%. These are configurable. You may set quizzes to 50% and assignments to 10%, exams to 30%, as per your needs. So first we will configure a grade book, then we will create and assess an assignment. We may set the maximum marks for assignment as 10. By default in Moodle environment, you will see the maximum points or marks are 100. So you can set 50, 40, 10 as per your need. So after creating and assessing the assignment, we will create a question bank with at least 5 questions of different type. As ma'am asked, we will try to create a question bank with multiple choice question, with true false questions, and with matching type of questions. We may also import a file of questions which we will create in text format. So this Moodle allows to import questions from different formats. So we will see in akin format where we will have to prepare a text file, a .txt extension text file. We may organize the questions in that file in a specific order, in a specific, by following some guidelines, and that file we can import in Moodle so that those questions can be stored under different types of categories or in a specific type of category as per our need. Then after creating the question bank, we will try to create a quiz with at least 5 to 10 questions of different type, and then we will see the result in gradebook. And we may also import the marks or the grades from you can say from midterm exam or end term exam, which which is generally conducted in offline mode. So that component, the marks of that component can also be incorporated into the gradebook to prepare the final result of the students.
So when
So
you're
now,
talking about the marks of offline exam, do we
yes,
have
ma'am.
to advise the students to download offline mode of Moodle?
No,
There
ma'am.
are two
Suppose,
versions. One is online, another is offline.
yes,
So
ma'am.
do the students need to download this
No,
to
ma'am.
take
No,
up the
no, ma'am.
exam?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay.
What happens normally, actually, suppose if you have not implemented this Moodle in your institute, in your university, and suppose today you are going to implement this, and before today you had conducted an offline exam on an exam in offline modes. So offline means there is no any relation with the Moodle, where a student come to the institute, they sit in the classrooms, seats are provided to them, question bank, question paper is provided to them, and then finally teacher prepare the result based upon evaluation of their answer sheets. So now the teacher has prepared the result of the whole class in an Excel file or Excel sheet. Then that Excel sheet can be incorporated, can be imported into the Moodle environment. Now suppose you have conducted one exam in offline mode, and now you have implemented Moodle also, where you are conducting assignments and quizzes. So the marks of quiz, the marks of assignments are automatically stored in Moodle environment, but we do not have the marks of exam which we conducted in offline mode. So I think it is clear. Offline means there is no any relationship with Moodle environment.
No. Okay, I got your point. I was talking about the other parts. For example, in most of the schools and colleges, they don't have internet connectivity. So
Okay.
actually, long back I had used Moodle, so I'm asking this question. So we had installed offline version of the Moodle. So I was trying to understand more about it.
No, I don't have at this time any idea an
Okay.
offline working mode, ma'am.
Okay, we'll
I think
discuss later.
Uttam
Okay.
sir may assist you in how this Moodle may work in offline mode. Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay, we'll take it up later.
Okay. Thank you. So now please visit the Moodle link which you have been provided by Uttam sir. So in the role of teacher, we will see how we can configure the gradebook, how we can create quizzes, how we can create assignments, how we can create question bank.
You mean to say we
So
need to log in as a teacher now or as an
yes,
admin?
sir. Yes, sir. You need to log in with teacher role.
Okay, please be slow little bit.
Okay.
So we have to go on to the link which was there on your PPT, HTTP 13.12, or we have to open our own local host.
Ma'am, you may start your own local host. I think you have created courses, you have been registered in some courses, and you have enrolled the students in your courses.
Yes,
You
we
just
have
need to access that Moodle which you have configured earlier in last 2-3 days.
right. Thank you. So we need some time to activate our XAMPP control and come on to this dashboard. So kindly permit a minute for coming on the same
Okay,
platform.
okay, no problem. Just start.
So we have to go to site
Ma'am, you just need to log in with your
and
teacher role. I think you have created various n number of users. I think for various courses.
yes.
You just need to log in with teacher where your administrator has enrolled you as the teacher for a course. So being the course teacher or teacher, I can create quiz, I can create question bank, I can create assignments for my course. On my screen, when I have logged in with my teacher role, you can see my administrator has enrolled me in two courses. One course is Introduction to Computers, which is on my this dashboard home window. I also have been registered, or you can say enrolled in another course that can be seen from here, site home. In my window, you can see I have been enrolled. Being a teacher, I have been enrolled in two courses, so I can create these question bank, quiz, assignment activities in my two courses. So I will show you how we will create these activities in database management system. To see the effect, to see the implementation, the working of these activities, I will suggest you to kindly log in with the student role also. If you have two browsers, now see in my window I have Firefox browser also. So in this Firefox browser, I will try to log in with the role of student, while in Chrome window I will work as a teacher. So what I am creating, what I am assigning, it should be checked in the user window, or you can say the students window also.
So can administrator be a teacher?
Yes, ma'am, why not? Might be. I hope you all have created users for your courses. you all have enrolled users for your courses, you being a teacher. So for whom which we are for whom to the students we are going to create these activities like quizzes and assignments. So user 1 USER, right? 1, 2, 3. You can see there are two window on my screen. One, this is related to student, where you can see this student user 1 having name user 1 is enrolled in two courses. One is introduction to computers and another one is database management system. So second window is teachers window, where I have been enrolled in two courses in the role of teacher. One was introduction to computer and another one is database management system.
Sir, give us 2 minutes time. We just need to enroll both as a teacher as a student. Just give us 2 minutes time.
Okay, okay.
Sandeep, I'm not able to log in as a teacher.
Uttam sir, are you online? Uttam sir,
Yes, sir. I am here.
sir, ma'am is saying she is not able
Uttam,
to log
I'm
in with
sharing my
teacher.
Ma'am, I have shared the cloud address as well, ma'am. I'm just again going to share that with that
Yeah.
message.
I think you have shared that link. I have opened that link.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm just sharing the AnyDesk ID. Just help me.
Ma'am, can we do this after this session or right now? You
No. Now I want to be on the same page with everybody.
okay? Okay,
I
ma'am.
miss it.
Uttam
Yes,
sir, just a minute. Uttam sir, how to see that what password we have set for a user one? Suppose I have given as a faculty. So how to check that what password has been kept by that user?
Ma'am, you have to remember that one. But if you don't remember, but you do you if you have remember the admin user password, then you can manage that password faculty's password by logging in your system.
हाँ जी वो कर लिया एडमिन पर ही हूँ मैं
जी
एडमिन
admin पे
में मेरे पास एनरोल्ड यूजर्स आ रहे हैं
ओके सो मैम अगर आपके पास एनरोल्ड यूजर्स आ रहे हैं तो उसमें जिस यूजर का आपको चेंज करना है उस पर क्लिक कीजिएगा, वो उसकी एडमिन फाइल खोल देगा.
हाँ जी खोल दी लेकिन उसके अंदर वो उसका बता रहा है कि कब उसने एनरोल स्टार्ट स्टॉप और वो वाली चीजें बता रहा है
No, 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 ma'am. After the site admin,
हाँ जी ठीक है
after the site admin, you are able to check out the user tab.
वो तो मोर कर भी आ जाता है ना मोर कर
No, ma'am, not that one, not that one.
अच्छा
Site admin,
हाँ जी
users.
एक सेकंड तो ये थोड़ा सा स्लो है लेट्स चेक हाँ जी साइट एडमिन यूजर्स अच्छा तान्या मैम ठीक है
In browser users, you can just change the profile there. Okay, ma'am. You can change the password as well of your desired user.
Tillu,
हाँ जी ठीक है सर थैंक यू
Tillu,
You're welcome, ma'am. And Pranjal, ma'am, can you please share the your AnyDesk ID on the WhatsApp so that I can check?
Ma'am
Yeah,
has
I
shared,
have
sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
shared with you.
Hello, Uttam sir.
Uttam sir,
Yes, sir.
Here show the list of all user assigned to which type of role. Where is the option?
Pardon, sir.
There the number of users are the register.
Hmm.
I want to show the role of the users.
If you want to check out the role of the users, then you can go to the users panel and check out the permission. There will be an option that is assigned role or the system roles. Just click on that and you will be able to see the manager or the class coordinator role. Otherwise, if you want to check it out about the course, then you can visit till the navigate that course and then
Okay.
check out on the more option.
Okay.
Okay, there will be, you will be able to, oh sorry, click on the participants and the part is left hand side, there is a participants list. Click on that participant, you will be able to all enrolled users with their role.
Okay. No, my question is that as an admin side, there's
Okay,
a different users as a teacher, as a manager, as a course coordinators, as a students are registers many. So I
okay.
want as a teacher login.
So sir, you are not supposed to do find out the teachers and the student role there by using the admin panel. You are just
Okay.
able to see all the users at same.
Okay.
uh, okay, but you can also check the how many users are there, oh sorry, how many managers are there and how many course creator are there.
Yes. Yes.
So you can check it through the user, in the user tab, permission. Under the permission you will check the system roles, that option which
Okay.
was discussed by Tanya ma'am last day.
Okay.
Okay sir.
Permission. Okay.
Okay sir. Thank you sir.
Now,
Thank
in my window,
Yeah,
you can see, suppose I have this course database management system where I have been registered, enrolled as a teacher. Now I want to see how many students have been enrolled in this course. So for that, you may click on this right side on this option and go to more. Okay, and we have this user tabs here and then enrolled users. So for this course database management system, you can see there are 3 users. One, Sunil Pratap being the faculty class coordinator, and 2 users, user 1, user 2 in the role of student. So their email ID is user1@gmail. This is just dummy to log in and
Sir,
access
one
the
thing
system.
here. Will this information be available even to the students? Will be displayed even to the students or not?
Suppose I have logged in with this user 1 account. So in users window, in students window, because the administrator or being the teacher, I have registered, I have enrolled the students in my course. So student will see that they have been enrolled in so and so courses. Now just a minute, let's see. You can see in my window only 2 users, user 1 and user 2 have been enrolled in this course database management system. And now in second window I have logged in with user 1. So user 1 can see that I have been enrolled in database management system. Now see, just a second, suppose being a student with user 3 as the username user3, so now you can see this user 3 is not enrolled in database management system. In the dashboard of this user 3, only a single course is appearing having name Introduction to Computers. Now if you want to register this user 3 in your course database management system, this can be done easily. Just visit the participants option and just a second, enroll users. You can see at right side there is a button, enroll users. So now you can search in this drop down list. So username was user3, because this user3 is already registered in the Moodle environment. So whenever you type his name user3, it will be filtered. So I selected this user 3. Now I want to register this user 3 in my course. In which role? There is a role window here. Class coordinator, faculty, assistant, students. I'm just registering this user 3, enrolling this user 3 in my course in the role of students, enrolled users. So in teachers window, you can see now we have 3 students enrolled in our database management system course. And now in second, this browser, Mozilla browser, I have logged in with user 3. So until I, being a student, I was registered in introduction to computers only. So if I refresh my window, okay, just a second. This is a subscription type of course, so we need to first register ourselves. I think Uttam sir might have described in last sessions how to register.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, sir, correct. So just a second. Now if I click on this dashboard, so now you can see this user 3, student 3 is now enrolled in 2 courses. Okay, so this was the case related to how we can enroll students, which I think have been discussed, have been covered earlier in previous sessions. So now you can see in my case, in my course, 3 users have been registered. So let's move to our purpose, to configure the grades first. Okay, so in my teacher window, I have clicked on grades. So you can see this is your grade book. And we have not planned any activity for this database management system. So the last column you can see is course total. And this is just empty, just a hyphen sign here, means you have not uploaded, you have not assigned any marks to these 3 students, user 1, user 2, user 3. So this is our gradebook. Now we can set up the gradebook, how many categories will be there, what will be the weight of a particular category. We may also set the scales, how we will evaluate. We will set the letters for grading purpose. By default, you can see 93 to 100% is A, 90 to 92.9 and is A minus. So these grades are already there. You can change as per your need. And here we have the option import. So as we discussed just 5-10 minutes before, if suppose we have conducted an exam in offline mode, the marks of that exam can be imported to this Moodle gradebook, and the format is generally CSV, comma separated file, and another format that is supported with Moodle is .txt format. So now last tab in this grades option is exports. Now suppose a teacher wants to download the marks of students in various components. Suppose we assigned, we created assignment, we created quizzes, and a student appeared in quiz, student submitted the assignment. So the marks of these components can be downloaded to the computer systems in Excel format, and marks of offline exams can be imported. Okay, so we just need to set up for different category. By default, you can see this database management system, and no any category is there. So I am adding a category to this gradebook, and the category is quizzes. And what will be the mode of aggregation, type of aggregation? This is natural. Okay, now settings for category total, weights adjusted. Yes, we can assign the weights to this quizzes category to 25% and
Can you
save
please
changes.
slow? You're a little bit fast.
Okay, sir.
Sir, what do we mean by 25%?
Ma'am, this is just weight. Suppose you have 3 components for a course. One is quizzes, and under quizzes you may create quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3. So the total weightage of the quizzes category will be 25%. And suppose we have another component to assess the course, that is assignments. So we may set the weightage to the assignment to 20%, 30%, 40% as per our need. And suppose there is third component to assess the course is end-term exam, or you can say the exam only. And under the exam category, we might have internal exam or we might have external exams. So generally, you might have observed in your institute also, the weightage for end-term exam is higher as compared to the internal exam. So this weightage refers to the weight.
Dr.
Okay,
Sunil, can
sir.
you please repeat your last steps?
Sir, just a minute. I have created a category quiz.
Can you just create another quiz?
Yes, sir. I am going to create one more category here. So one is quizzes and another is assignments. Okay, sir. We may active, deactive this category, hide, lock after. We have various options here. So the settings are grade to pass for this category. We may set as 10. Grade display type. For this assignment category, grade will be displayed in real form. We may set letter form, we may set percentage form, we may set letter and real both forms. So by default, let us choose a real format. Okay. So we may set the decimal point also. So by default, it is up to 2 decimal point. We are selecting weight adjusted, and the weight for this assignment category is again 25%. Okay. So we gave the value 25 there, but no problem, we can set here also. Actually this weight will be divided it by from 100. So I'm just going to create one more category, that will be exam. And exams, under this exam category, we might have component internal exam or external exam. Okay, so the aggregation mode for this exam is natural.
Hello,
Category
sir.
total. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please
I
tell
want
me,
to
Arasu.
say, they are the total assignment mark. They are the 100%. I want the change the ratio.
Okay,
So
sir.
how
We can
it
set.
is
Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me see. Let me complete this activity. Let me complete this category, and then I will show you how we can reset the weightage for different category. Okay, sir.
okay.
50. So now you can see in this grade book, I have 3 categories. One is quizzes. So by default, I think we had selected automatic weights adjusted. So it is 53.333. Second category is assignments. For this, the weight is 13.333. I have third category exams. The weight for this category is 30.333. So now you can save. You can save 25 here. You can save 25 here, and you can save 50 here. Okay, and now you can click on this save changes. So I think it is clear. You have reset the weightages for different categories.
So may I bother you with one question?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am,
so
please.
sorry. But when in assignments you gave something around 30%, how come it has taken, different percentage? Can you just come on to that assignment wala weightage?
मैम ये इसलिए हुआ है जनरली इस ग्रेड बुक में फर्स्ट टाइम इफ यू विल गिव 25 सो 25 अगर सिंगल कैटेगरी है देयर इज नो रिलेवेंस ऑफ 25 तो ऑटोमेटिकली 100 ले लेगा ऑटोमेटिकली 100 ले लेगा
अच्छा वो
तो
self
अर्लियर वी
adjustment में चला गया।
सेल्फ एडजस्टमेंट कर अब आप इस विंडो पर यू कैन सेट अकॉर्डिंग टू योर नीड
Okay, right.
ओके
ठीक है sir.
सो
Thank you.
Only
we
sir,
ask
there were
yes
only
sir
two category quizzes and assignment, and you initially gave 25%, 25%. But when
okay
when it reached to here, it itself converted itself 20 and 80. So what
Yes,
was the criteria for 20 and 80 when we are giving equal weightage to other? for
actually, sir,
each-
we had checked at that time the auto adjustment of weights.
No,
You
but
can,
we have given initially 25 25. So even if it let's say
okay.
it is making 100%, it should come 50-50%. Why it
I,
has come to 20 and 80%?
I think there is no any,
Okay, we are not
what I
worrying
can say.
about it, but we have to be
Huh.
careful about it.
During the auto adjustment process, it is automatically created at 2080. So you are here on this grade window. If that has automatically converted to 2080 or 2575, we have the option to set weightages properly from this window.
We can convert it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So after configuring this grades, let us move to create assignments or quiz bank. Okay. So let us move to the course homepage, DBMS 20 CAC in my case. Just a second. Now click on turn editing on, blue button on right side. So for this database management system course, you have 5 sections. One is general announcement forum is here. This first section is called general section, and I think you have the course administrator has created these 4 sections for my course database management systems. So now I can create activity in any of these 5 sections. I can create the assignment in topic 4, I can create in topic 2, topic 3, topic 1, and in general section also. So let us see, I am going to create an assignment in this general section. So you need to click on add an activity or resource. So from this window, we need to search for assignment. Where is assignment? Yeah, first one. Select on this assignment window, assignment option. Okay. So the first box, you need to give the, in first box, you need to give the name of the assignment. So I'm just giving as assignment 1. Now the text related to assignment, so I'm just writing as write an essay on impact of COVID-19 on education in India. Just
Sunil
create,
sir,
yes,
Sunil sir, can you please tell me how you came to how you added this new assignment? I missed the step.
ma'am, go to the course home page, and on that course home page, let me just show you once again.
Okay, sir.
This one. This is your DBMS course home page.
Yes.
Now
Yes, sir.
on this page you have 5 sections, 4 units related, I think, and one is a general
Yes, sir.
section. So yeah, now you need to click on turn editing on. In my case, editing is
Okay.
on,
Okay.
and then turn editing on. You can add this assignment in any section. So I am just going to add in general section. Now click on this add an activity or resource.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. Okay. ठीक है,
and
sir.
then here you will see the assignment option. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So the title or the name for my assignment is assignment 1, and the assignment description is I am asking the students to write an essay on impact of COVID-19 on education in India. So here the option is display description on the course page. So by clicking on this on students window, this assignment will be viewed in their dashboard. Now, if suppose we want to upload a file, a PDF file or different type of file for students for their assignments, so we can upload the file. But I think for my question, I need not to upload any PDF or any Word file. I'm just asking the students to write an essay on COVID-19 on education in India, in fact, right? Now, this was general section. Second one is the availability of this assignment. So the first row refers to the allow submission from. So I am allowing to submit the response for this assignment from 10th September 2020 00 00 means आज चुकी है date ना रात की हाँ correct. Enable. Next row is due date. For this assignment, the due date is 17th September 2020, and I have checked by default it is enabled. Now one more date is also here, that is cutoff date. Now please see this due date is 17. So if a student submit his assignment on 18th September, he can submit, and in that case his assignment will be marked as late submission. Okay, now this third row is by default it is disabled. If I enable this and if I set the date as 17 September, so in this case student cannot upload her assignment after 17. This is cutoff date and this is due date. So please remember, after due date student can submit her assignment. In that case her assignment will be marked as late submission. But if you enable the cutoff date, in this case the student will not be able to submit her assignment after 17. Now this last date is for teacher remind me to grade Y. In my window a pop-up will occur and will indicate me your assignments are pending for grading. Okay, so I have set this cutoff date also as for 17th September. So this section was for availability of the assignment. Now let us see the next section is submission types. What we expect from the students. So file submissions, in this case students may submit the files, may submit their answer in PDF files, in Word files, in different types of files which are allowed in Moodle environment. So another option is online text. So when I click on this online text and removing this file submission option, now this online text means the student will type her view for the essay in text box in Moodle environment only. So for that text box you may set the limit. So when I click on this enable, now student is bound to write her answer within 100 words. Okay, so I may set the word limits. So in this case student will be able to submit her answer only through typing her response in the text box in Moodle environments. So this was
sir,
the
1 minute,
second
sir.
Okay, sir, please tell me.
Sir, the file submission then can define the limits.
Sir, if you select both the options, online text and file submission, so in this case, a student can submit his essay either in a PDF file or Word file or text file. So when we are clicking on this file option, a student can upload her file. When I am not selecting this, it means a student cannot upload her file. So I have selected online text only. This means student can write his or her response in text box only. No file uploading is allowed. And for
Okay,
this
okay.
online typing, I have set the word limit to 100 words.
Okay, okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
So now move to the next setting section. Feedback type. If suppose a student has submitted the assignment, and now I'm going to grade, I'm going to check his assignment, so I may give feedback. So for that purpose, we have these 2-3 options. Offline grading worksheet, I can prepare a Excel file, and in that Excel file, I can write the feedback files I can upload. So by default, this Moodle has selected feedback comments, means we can type the feedback while we evaluate the option, the assignment. So another option is comment inline. By default it is no. If I select this yes, so it will allow me to copy the content which have been typed by the students, and those contents will be copied, and when I type the feedback, when I check the assignment, those contents can be pasted in a window, so that I can highlight that the student has not written this statement properly, and student lacks in this paragraph, so like that. This is for that purpose. By default, just select the feedback comments. So now let's move to the next section, submission setting. Here we have 3 options. Require students to click the submit button. Yes, it means student need to click on the final submit button to submit his assignment. Second option is that student to accept the submission statement. So if I allow this to yes, the Moodle environment will type a statement that I agree to submit this, and this is my genuine work, like that type of statement. Attempts reopened. By default, it is never, means a student can submit only a single time. If it is manually, means I can allow students to submit up to 3 times. I can allow student to submit 15 times. So let us default select this never, means a student can submit only a single time if we set this configuration. Okay. So let us move to the next setting, and this is group submission setting. What happens many times, there are 4 groups in a class, and instead of giving assignment to each student, we may give assignments in groups also. So this option is for that purpose. But in our case, only 2 students are there, and and we have not created any groups for these 2 students. Okay,
So
we
it
just
is
leave
like
it.
cohorts.
Sorry, ma'am.
It is
How
like
to make
cohorts.
Ma'am, groups can be created when we are enrolling the students in our course. At that time, we can create groups.
So it is like cohorts. Is it so?
Yes, ma'am, might be. Next is notifications. Notify graders about the submission. If I allow this to yes, so whenever a student submit the assignment, the teacher, means the grader, will be notified that the student has submitted an assignment. Okay, and then next is default setting to notify students. Okay, the student will also be notified when the grader grades the assignment. Okay, next point is grade. By default, I want to assess the assignment with points. We have the option scale here also. We can give default competency scale, separate and connected way of knowing. These are 2 types of scales by default supported in Moodle environment. And point, just consider the points. So maximum points maximum grades for the assignment I can set is 50. This assignment 1 is of 50 marks. Now, grading method, simple direct grading means I will give 20, 30, 40 directly. Next is marking guide. I have some rules, means if it is okay, then I will give 20. And similarly, we have option rubric here. We can set different criteria for an essay, means how is your introduction part, how it is your conclusion part, how many references have been used. So we can create rubrics also for assessment of the assignment. So by default, let us choose a simple direct grading, means I can directly give 20, 30 out of 50. Next is grade category. So please remember, we have created 3 categories in our grade book. So where you want to map the marks of this assignment 1. So it is clear, we will map the marks of this assignment 1 to assignments category. You can see there are 3 categories: assignment, exams and quizzes, and fourth one is uncategorized. If you don't want to categorize your assignment 1 in the predefined categories, you have the option, just select uncategorized. But we have created those categories just to manage our activities. So this assignments, we will map the marks of this assignment 1 to the assignments category. So we may set the grades to pass out of 5, and I can set on 20 marks, a student will be considered as pass. Blind marking means I couldn't see the names of the student. Similarly, hidden grader identity, student cannot see who has evaluated my assignment. Now one more option here is use marking workflow. So if we set this to yes, this means the assignment will be checked by multiple levels. I will check, or another teacher will check. So this is for that reason. So I'm just leaving it no. So with this option, we set that the maximum marks or grades for this assignment is 50, and we will use direct grading, and the marks will be mapped to the assignment category. Minimum marks is 20. Blind marking, by default no, means I can see the student's name. Hide grader entity, it is no, means student can also see who has evaluated my assignment. So by this way, we completed this grades. Now, common module setting. You can set show on course page. This assignment 1 will be displayed on the course page. These are the optional, and ID number. We can create IDs. So for further mapping of different activities. Group mode, by default no groups. Okay. Next is restrict access, and this restrict access, now see, we can set some restrictions on students that who can attempt, who can submit this assignment and who cannot. So let's see this user profile. So the student must match the following. What? His address is equal to Delhi, and you can see these are the fields: this address, Yahoo ID, web page, surname. These are the personal attributes of the user, of the student. Only the department, the student who are in department CSE can submit this assignment. So additional restriction can be set. I'm not going to set any restriction. I have just 2-3 students to test my assignment process in Moodle environment. Okay. So the next is activity completion. I may set this restrict access on activity completion also. So suppose I have assigned 5 activities to a student, and I want the student can submit the assignment only when he or she completes last 5 activities. So for that reason, we have this option here. Student after submitting the response can manually mark the activity as completed. Okay, the student can mark that I have completed this activity. Do not indicate activity completion. A student can manually mark and show activity as complete when conditions are met. So by default, automatically, student must view this activity to complete this. A student must receive grade to complete this. So if I choose this, this means we have set all these 3 options true. So when these 3 options are found to be true, the activity will be considered completed automatically. So this is for automatic case. This is for manual case. Student may click on the checkbox that I have completed this activity. And third option is there is no need to show the activity completion. So based upon our need, we can set the activity completion. Activity may be this assignment, quiz, and different other types of activities. Now you will see these 4-5 settings, these 4-5 options for each activity in the Moodle. So next is tags. We can create tags for just for searching purpose, for mapping different components. We may set assignment. So whenever we click on this assignments, the activities related to this assignment will be filtered out. Okay. So by default, I'm not giving any tag, just work with the default setting of the Moodle. And this last option is competencies. When the administrator created this course, the administrator may set some kind of competencies that after completing this database management courses, student will be able to demonstrate so and so. Student will be able to create or design a database for real life applications. So now if you want to see what students have got through this course, so you may ask them to by default, upon activity completion, by default we are not asking students to do anything. So we have the option attach evidence that after completing this course, this activity, you are now able to design a database for a real life situation. So evidence may be attached, send for review, complete the competency. So just to demonstrate that after complete this course, I have the competency to demonstrate, to implement so and so. So just please leave it, do nothing also. We are just working with basic functionalities of the Moodle. So by this way, we have created an assignment, and the time is also set from 10th September 002. 17 cutoff date is also 17. I am going to save and display. So you can see this is my this is teachers window, and this activity means this assignment 1 has been published, has been created and published. So it has not been hidden from the students. Total 3 students are enrolled, are registered in this course. Due date is this, time remaining 6 days. So in my teachers window, I may see view all submission. So you can see these 3 students are there, and none of these students have submitted the assignment. Okay. Now please log in with the role student. So you can see here a message. Yes, ma'am, please ask.
So there was one option of comment in line where we have set it as no. What does it signify?
Ma'am, comment in line means if you select it yes, it means when you will when you will check the assignment, so you will have the option to highlight the text which has been typed, which has been submitted by student. Suppose 2-3 statements are there for this assignment. User has written, student has written. Now I want to highlight that your second number statement is not appropriate. So how I can highlight? If I select that true, yes, so this Moodle will allow me to copy the text which has been typed by user in that window, and that I can highlight, I can color in red color that this statement is not correct. So that is for that purpose.
Okay, there is one another option of rubrics, right? So, if in case we select this option of rubrics and set parameters for evaluation, will grading be done automatically, or it requires still manual assessment to be done?
Yes, ma'am, manual assessment to be done. If you select rubrics, in that case, the system will allow you to create rubrics.
Mhm.
Now, suppose I asked my students to write a research paper, or
Right.
I asked my students to write a report or develop a project. So
I
for
take
that
another
report,
example, sir. Suppose you are teaching a programming in C, or for
yes,
that matter, I take a quantitative technique paper, right? In operations research, I want them to deal with one question on transportation problem, right? I give them one assignment on that. So it has to be manually checked. No, there is no certain way that they submit the answer and it can be automatically graded. That cannot be done. Huh?
ma'am, please let me clear. In my case, in this assignment one also, this assignment will be graded manually. Actually, for assignment, Moodle will not allow you to grade automatically. Quizzes
Yeah,
can be graded
understand.
automatically.
That I know 100% can be given.
Okay.
Okay. Right,
When
right.
we had
Sir, one more
selected
question.
direct, just a second, ma'am. We had
Yeah.
selected direct grading approach, means out of 50 marks, we can give directly 30, 35, 32. Another
Okay.
approach is another approach was rubrics. So rubrics allows you to give marks based on different criteria. If suppose I asked my students to write a research paper, and that in that research paper there will be 5 4 segments: introduction, proposed work, references. So I may set rubrics for different these 3 sections. If suppose my student has written 10 references, so I may set the rubrics as if my student write or refer 10 references, I will give him or her 1 mark. If my student considers 20 references, I will give him or her 2 marks. If my student consider 30 or more references, I will give him or her 3 marks. Now, if suppose proposed work, that is manual also. So if my student has work, some kind of has represented some kind of novelty, so I will in now the parameter and the criteria is novelty. Now, not the reference. So if contents are novel, I will give 5 marks. If contents are not novel, I will give 2 marks. So by this way, we can set rubrics. Ha, ma'am,
No,
next question,
but
please.
to check the innovation, you will be the deciding factor. No, it cannot be
Yes,
done.
automatically. No,
Yeah.
no.
Right.
The rubrics just will help you to give some kind of approach. The another student will ask you, ma'am, why you have given me 4 marks and XYZ to 3 marks? So I think you will be
Yes.
able to justify,
Correct.
because the student you have written 5 references, so you will get 1 mark. While second one is written 11 references. So according to my tool, my rubrics, I have given him 2 marks. So by
Thank you.
this way, we can justify the students. Ma'am, please,
Thank you.
second
Hello.
question. Yes, ma'am, please ask.
Sir, actually, when
Excuse me.
students
Yeah, let me
are
finish.
submitting the assignments,
Sorry, ma'am. Pardon,
given
please
the marks
repeat.
manually, students have
Oh,
submitted the assignments, and there are 60
okay.
students in the class. So we have
Okay.
marked them manually, the 60 students, 60 different marks. So do we have
Yes,
to
ma'am.
enter these marks manually in the Excel sheet?
Yes, ma'am. That can also be done. Sure.
Ma'am, sir, then what is the, very vague question. I don't know what is the reference to it. What is the use of Moodle? We can give them the assignment as it is. We can manually, or on the WhatsApp group, we can give the assignment and we can mark them manually, and we can give the
Ma'am,
marks in the Excel sheet.
Ma'am, how will you allow them to submit on or before 17th December or 17th
Like
September?
generally we announce in the class that after 17th your assignment will not be.
But students keep submitting after 17. Na? So
We deny them. Okay.
for a particular case, I understand your problem. For a particular case, we may evaluate the assignments, and what happens normally, students will send 60 or 70 number of emails, 60 or 70 number of group WhatsApp messages. So I think this is an effective way to float different types of activities, to float different types of quizzes, assignments, and in a single environment. The grades in that case, you need to copy the grades of assignments, copy the grades of quizzes, copy the grades of midterm test, and then you need to manipulate in Excel sheet. So in Moodle, these all things are being calculated or being done automatically.
See, I have an assumption that whenever students are submitting it in Moodle, it will be auto checked and they will get the marks automatically, and our
Actually,
simple
ma'am,
work is coming out to be zero.
if your question is of subjective nature, of qualitative nature, I think it cannot be evaluated automatically.
Got my answer. Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much, sir.
as per my question, you need to read the essay. What students have written in case of essay on impact of COVID-19. Yes,
Right,
ma'am.
sir.
Please, another question somebody was
Hello.
asking. Please.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, I have a question.
yes,
So
please.
we have a continuous learning and assessment system. Okay, particularly in English labs, we conduct, for example, 10 tests.
Okay.
Okay, so on Moodle, I conduct 10 tests through various methods.
Okay.
Now, I would like to know, when we generate a report, can we get the average scores of all these tests? Is there any system? Is there any analytics used
So
here?
if I understand your question, you are conducting 10 questions, 10 tests to evaluate,
Yeah.
to assess the students, and you want the average of these 10 tests. This one, na?
Yeah, in the form of a report. Can we generate a report?
Yes, ma'am.
For example, in test 1, what's the performance of the student? Whether it is improving or not. Can we get a progressive report of these tests?
Ma'am, I think progressive is not possible. This gradebook just allow you to give different types of weights. You can you may allow suppose there are two assignments. You may set the marks to be considered of best one from these two assignments. These type of activities may be done. I think this some kind of analytics or analysis is not allowed. I think is not available in gradebook. How
Okay.
students are improving like that.
Okay.
No, well, here assignment options. They are the 1 or 3 assignment is submitted in different unit. So there are the assignment summaries also show in the modules, question wise, student wise also.
So your question is, we are going to create suppose multiple assignments in different topics, 1, topic 2, topic 3.
Yes.
So you want to see summary of the assignments.
The summary is the available here in the modules.
No, evaluation can be seen. Evaluation can be seen. You will see these. Suppose I am just going to create the first assignment. I have just created. Nobody has submitted the response for this assignment. So the student submission will be viewed in grade books also, and in the in report also. Yes. So
Reports
let's
also
just
show the student wise, question wise. They are all report is the showing.
Yes,
the
all
modules.
analytics are available.
Yes, yes,
in
yes.
in Moodle.
Yes. They are the
In
question
report
wise
session,
and
each student,
question wise, and they are the student wise.
That is okay. Report is available, but ma'am was asking ki, to see analysis how students are either performing better or not better. Like that type of report is not available.
there,
That report is that you need to you need to interpret your own self. In first assignment, student has 5 marks. In second, he scored 7 marks, 6 marks.
Now, overall, the analysis is displaying the as a graph forms. They are question wise, and they are the mark wise and student wise. in
Okay.
report options.
Okay.
I
So
think we
now
can
please see.
explore that later on.
Okay, okay. Let me try first to submit this assignment one. Then I
Okay.
will see the. I will try to see the analysis of different submissions. Okay. Just go to this user 3 and you can see this is the window of user 3 means student 3, and on this window, this on this dashboard, assignment 1 is appearing. So student can submit the response, can submit essay on COVID-19 in this text box, where you, if you remember, I had set the words limit to 100 words only. Okay, if you
Yes.
type more than 100 words, it will not allow you to submit. So
Sir,
just for testing purpose, yes, yes, sir,
hello.
please ask. Yes, sir, please ask.
Hello. Sir, here show the also the switch the rules, the how to see to the students.
Sorry, sir, I
assignment.
didn't understand your question, sir. Please pardon. मैं समझा नहीं आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं.
एक्चुअली क्या है कि जो आप असाइनमेंट क्रिएट कराएं एज ए टीचर के साइड से आप असाइनमेंट क्रिएट करा रहे हैं, तो एक वो बता दीजिए कि एज ए स्टूडेंट को कैसे असाइनमेंट शो हो गए, उसको स्विच रोल करके बता दीजिए.
सर ये आप मेरे सामने जो विंडो देख रहे हैं, ये स्टूडेंट की ही विंडो है.
हाँ हाँ नहीं बिफोर द सबमिशन ऑफ द असाइनमेंट्स, बिफोर द सबमिशन ऑफ असाइनमेंट विच टाइप ऑफ विंडो शो द स्टूडेंट्स. टीचर स्विच द रोल. जहां पे आपका यूजर 3 है उसके बाजू में एरो है, वहां पे स्विच द रोल कर दीजिए एज ए स्टूडेंट्स. हाँ अच्छा, आप एज ए टीचर है लॉगिन है क्या स्टूडेंट लॉगिन है?
मैं इस समय स्टूडेंट लॉगिन हूँ. अच्छा, आप
हाँ,
इसमें
इसलिए
चाह रहे हैं
आपको
मैं
इसलिए आपको शो नहीं हो रहा है. हाँ ये स्विच द रोल्स एज ए स्टूडेंट्स. हाँ ये
आई थिंक परमिशन नहीं है सर मुझे.
हाँ, यहाँ पे क्या होता है एज ए स्टूडेंट को दिख जाता है कि किस प्रकार से उसका असाइनमेंट शो करेगा.
that I know, sir. But there is, I think, some problem.
हाँ, कि जब भी हम एज ए टीचर क्रिएट करते जाते हैं असाइनमेंट्स, तो हम
Yes, sir.
स्टूडेंट स्विच रोल करके देखते जाएंगे किस प्रकार से दिखेगा उसको यूजर.
We can see the preview. Yes, sir. I agree. Okay.
Okay.
So now I am in the role of student. I'm going to submit my essay for this assignment 1. This is my essay on COVID-19. Just simply I typed a statement. This is my essay on COVID-19. So from student window, save changes, and you can see it has not been finalized yet. Student, because there is a button submit assignment, we as the student, I have not submitted this, clicked on this submit assignment. So I have the option to edit my submission. Earlier I written a statement, this is my essay on COVID-19 and my essay is very good. Now again I may save changes because I have not finally posted my submission to the teacher to be graded. Now submit assignment. So you need to check this. This submission is my own work, except where I have acknowledged the use of the works of other people. Select this, and there are required fields. This was required field, and continue. Now you cannot make any changes to your submission. Your assignment has finally submitted. Now see in teachers window for this course DBMS, assignment 1. Just a second. Okay, I was working as a student. Return to my normal role. So in teacher window, I can view all submission. And you can see this user 3 has submitted his assignment, and this is the response I have
How
received.
did you come? Can you tell me how did you come to this window?
Sir, just go to your DBMS home page. I am here in the role of teacher, and in my this dashboard, here I have this option assignment 1, and in this assignment, this was the assignment summary I created. Now view all submissions. In view all submissions, I can see this student user 3 has submitted, and this can also be graded from here. Grade. So this submission 1, you can see not graded. Grade out of 50, I'm giving this student to 30. Sorry, this is just blank. Na? We have received the response for third one. So move to third one. So we have received this message from a student for our assignment essay, and in response to this evaluation, I am awarding 30 marks, 30 grades points to the students, and I may write some kind of feedback comment. Good assignment. Then save changes.
One more thing. Can we
Yes, ma'am.
actually go in feedback and feed the data that if we are giving more than 30, it should be good. If it is less than 20, it should be poor. Is there any option for that?
After, during evaluation, it will not be, I think, appropriate. For that purpose, we may award the grade using rubrics. It will be better.
No. In grade feedback, if you remember,
Okay.
if in grade feedback, we can, is there any option that, we just put some feeded comments in that and save it that, automatically it will be generated. If I give 20, it will be generated, such remark will be there before the student, no?
No, in that case, we had actually selected direct approach. We may select default competency scale, separated, connected way. In that case, it might be possible, but that is again qualitative for evaluation. So
Right.
directly there is no any segmentation that if we give 20 or he or she will see as good, or 20 to 20 to 40 he will get excellent.
All right, sir. Thank you.
So I have evaluated this assignment of student 1. Now just log out from the role of user 3. User 1. From this user, this is students window, and from this window student can submit his or response for the essay. My assignment for essay. Just save changes, and finally student want to submit. Continue. Now you can see in teachers window, when you navigate to first student, just need to refresh, I think 2 of 3, we need to move to 1 of 3. Okay, in teachers window we have received this message from a student, my assessment assignment for essay, feedback. Good. Save changes. Oh, sorry, we have not given any grade. Out of 50, we supposed to be given 20. So by this way, we can grade, we can evaluate the assignment, and just go back to the course homepage. We can see the grades.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Sir,
Please
is there
ask
any
and.
option-
Yes, sir.
Sir, is there any option wherein the students can instantly come to know about that grades on their registered mobile number or email ID?
Sir, email can be configured, but that is, I think, a little bit complex to configure the email client in Moodle environment. So by default, when we post the grade, when we award the grade, user will get an message, alert type of message that teacher has evaluated your assignment and assigned this grade. If we configure the email, okay, email can be sent. If we configure the email, so for that reason, we need to configure email client like that type of activity. So in that case,
option is
student
there
will
in
receive
Moodle.
them. Yes, email facility is there. But by default, it
thank
is not available in this environment. We need to configure the email client and some kind of that activity. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
How have you come to this page that under assignment, this assignment 1 is coming? That was my question I wanted to ask. That we have made 3 things: quiz, assignment, and exam. Then how in assignment your assignment 1 is coming?
Ma'am, while I was creating the assignment, I had mapped my assignment to the good categories. So there were 4 options: uncategorized, assignments, quizzes, and exams. So at that time, I mapped my assignment 1 to assignments category.
Sir, I will be very grateful if you can repeat this step. I don't know how I missed it.
Just a second. I'm just trying to create one more assignment. Just for demonstration, just a minute. This is students window. Let's move to the home page. Now see, I'm just quickly going to create another assignment.
Page under announcements assignment 1, but I'm not getting that how assignment 1 is in that assignment, quiz, assignment, and internal exam.
Okay, just a second. I got your point. I'm just a second. Suppose the title of this assignment is assignment 2. Subscription type, submission setting. No, grades. Ma'am, go to this grade section.
In the grade
and
section?
see. Yes. Suppose I am going to create assignment 2. So you have multiple options for configuring the assignment. So we have this grade option here, and by default it is point. We can set a skill also. So by default this assignment is of
not
100 points.
enabled in mine. This is not enabled. Some grades have already been awarded, so the grade type cannot be changed. Actually, I have awarded
Ma'am,
one student 800 marks.
I think you are trying to edit the settings of assignment 1.
Yes,
Once
yes,
a
yes.
student submits, in case of quiz also, suppose you created a quiz and a student attempted a quiz, now you cannot change the questions because that had been awarded and the marks are stored in gradebook. So to see how we can organize, how we can map the assignments to assignments category, just try to create another quiz. In that window you will see in grades section we have this option grade category. So you
Okay.
can see in my window these are 4 5.
Okay, sir. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. So by this way we created assignment.
One more
Yes, ma'am.
question. How you
Yes,
have come to that page where you can see the quiz and assignment and your internal exam? What is that page?
That was grades, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Now time is only 10-20 minutes. Okay, now let us see to create question banks. I hope is there any question related to assignment creation? and grading.
No, sir. No, sir.
So I think we are now able to create
So
assignments, and we
one
are now
last
able.
question.
Yes,
One
ma'am,
last
please.
question. In case I give one question to the student, right? Can it be like, can it be embedded in that description box, or it has to be, uploaded by the student? Can it be done that student just go in for uploading one image of the answer, and it can be embedded in one screen rather than I have to download the entire, papers of all the students?
I
Am I
think
making myself clear, or?
yes, ma'am, just a second. जैसा मैं समझ पा रहा हूँ, your question is, आप assignment में just I have in my case given the statement, write an essay on so and so. Now you want to give your assignment in the form of in a document, in a PDF file or an image file like that.
Image file, but that should not be downloadable. It should be embedded on the screen. मतलब वो जो भी काम कर रहे हैं वो जस्ट उसकी फोटो खींचे और वो पेस्ट कर दें, अपलोड कर दें वो इमेज, और वो इमेज जो है वो मेरे सामने आए डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में, मुझे वो इमेज को डाउनलोड ना करना पड़े. Can it be done? I'm so sorry, because it is one of the subjects for which even Nancy ma'am is asking questions, and myself also we are bothering you.
I understood, because one student just solving the question, clicking the image and sending the picture. So it will be very easy for us कि उसने जो भी इस question को solve किया है, we can see that the calculation is fine and we can grade there and then.
Yes, rather than downloading, answers of 240 students.
If it is uploaded in PDF annotation option is there, I think so. That you can online, without downloading, you can annotate that there itself and you can grade. That option is there. But now what that has shown is that only online, no?
Ma'am, I think when you will see the response of a student, you need not to download. It will appear automatically in your screen.
PDF annotation option we can give.
But yes. You may allow the students to either upload PDF or JPG. You may set at your level.
You may do whatever, but our screen should be having, only the answer. It should not be in downloadable form. So that was the concern, right, sir?
I think
it will be asking whether you have to download or you can grade as such. So you can use the screen monitor from there itself. You can grade it. That option is there.
Right,
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
Am I correct?
Ma'am?
Yes.
Mr. Sunil,
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question.
Sorry.
Like our 3 quizzes in this course, you have given let's say 2 assignments, and if I want that the best out of these 2 should be selected for the final grading purpose, how we are supposed to do that? Like you have 30 and 20. Let's say one student has attempted both of these assignments, and in one he's getting 30 and another he's getting 20, and I want to take the best one. So how to do that?
Okay. Sir, earlier, actually, when we were setting the grade books, so by default, we selected the option as natural sum. Means if suppose we have assignment 1, we have assignment 2, so automatically this will sum, the grade book will sum, will add the marks of assignment 1 and assignment 2.
Yes,
So
sir.
I think today time ज़्यादा नहीं है, मैं कल इसको और continue करूँगा. तो we have the option in grade book, we can set the minimum one, we can consider the maximum one. Suppose in your case आप बता रहे हैं कि 2 assignment थे, एक में 20, एक में 30, तो I may select 30. Now we may have the option, we can consider the average of both, 20 plus 30, that means 25. We can find if suppose there are multiple assignments, we can set mode, we can set median, we can set arithmetic mean. We have the options, we can do that, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So might I move ahead to create question banks? Uttam sir.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute, please. Just a second.
Yes, sir.
Uttam sir, are you online? सर टाइम इज गोइंग टू 3:30 और अगला सेशन भी है. मैं कल कंटिन्यू करूं या आगे अभी बढ़ाऊं? कुछ बताइए.
सर आप कल कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
ठीक है. मेरा
Sir?
कल मॉर्निंग में भी, यस मैम,
Sir, when I'm adding the second assignment, it is still showing grade category uncategorized. It is not showing the other three options of quiz assignment and
मैम
exam.
have you created categories in your grade book?
Yes, I have created. I have just checked.
In your grade book, you are saying categories are appearing in grade book, but
Yes,
when
it
you
is
are mapping
appearing.
your assignment, they are not appearing in your
Yes.
drop down list. Only single
Okay,
entry is there.
sir,
That is uncategorized.
there are two options: add grade item and add category. So I think I did a mistake, and
Ma'am, you need to add add category.
right. I
Okay, so
understand. I
first
think
create
that is the
category.
mistake. I think
Might be.
add grade item that I have done, but I should have done add category. I will
Okay,
rectify it. I'll rectify.
right. So
Thank you.
what we are creating, these are the grade items. Suppose we created assignment 1, this is grade item, and categories under which this item will appear.
Okay, sir. Got it.
उत्तम सर,
Yes, sir.
मैं कल कंटिन्यू करूं? टाइम हो रहा है, आप लोगों का भी अगला सेशन है,
Yes, sir.
तो
Yes, sir.
थोड़ा सा
Please, sir.
मैं कल कंटिन्यू करूं फाइनली ना?
जी sir.
ठीक है. So is there any more questions related to assignment and grade book? Rest we have creation of question banks and quiz. So tomorrow I have session in the morning and in the afternoon, first session also, and in second session also. So I will try to cover the this left which we are not covering today. That is a creation of question banks and creation of quiz, and then we will see the effect of marks of question banks. And you can see now the marks of assignments are already here in this grade book. Sir asked me a question that if suppose we have two assignments and we want to consider the marks of assignments, the best one means the maximum one. If suppose in one assignment we have 20, in another we have 30, we want to consider the 30. So that can also be, we will see in tomorrow's session. So if there is no any questions, might I close this session? Next session, Uttam sir will continue at I think 4 p.m.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, sir. Okay.